And we are live. Howdy, folks. What's going on, everybody?
No!
Yes, we are.
They made me do it. They made me do it.
Yeah, we made him. We twisted his arm, threatened his life, told him if he didn't show up.
I just got back today, so.
Yeah. We told him that if he didn't show up, we was going to send ghosts to his house.
Yeah, that'd be bad.
Yeah. Ghost would raid his refrigerator, eat all his food, just it'd be horrible.
The trigger pack in this fucker. Look at that.
Yeah.
That's awesome design.
And how much did you say you paid for that one? Oh, sorry, Kurt. We was talking about this before I actually started the show. So
yeah, $199.
There you go. Well, and that was bought off Classic Firearms. Are there any left?
Well, that was Black Friday special.
Okay. Well,
I think Never Enough got one of these as well.
Well, Matt.
Yeah,
he's always shit. Yeah, he'll jump on a deal in a heartbeat.
Well, I mean, there's tape residue. Like, it kind of feels like it's been on there for about 30 or 40 years. So I need to clean all that off of it. But slide functions. Slide stops and slide. Nice. Magazine. There's a magazine safety in it.
How's the sights? They look straight and
yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Looks straight. That's a 9mm. This one's 32 ACP. This is CZ Model 50. Double single action.
You are the proud new owner of two new to you guns.
Yeah. Some old new to me guns.
Yeah. Old ones are okay.
Yeah. Hey, I'm happy that the serial numbers match the barrel. The barrel matches the serial number, so it's all good.
There you go. In the end, that is all that matters. Let's check out.
So they're both made by the CZ factory.
Really?
Yeah, CZ Model 50. Maybe
you ain't coming in real clear.
No. Damn it. But also, that's the CZ.
Yep.
So yeah, that's cool. I like that.
Welcome, Ghost Man.
What's going on?
Ghost!
What's up?
Better late than never.
Dude, my hands Tuesday night were freaking raw.
What were you doing?
Do you really want to ask that question, Ghost? Think about it.
I'm back.
I had 4 days of Ben Stoker classes.
4,000
rounds in 4 days.
How was it, though?
Fucking amazing. I learned so much.
Yeah, Foose is now an operator.
Yeah.
Badass, dude.
These slide stops, I broke 2 of them in 2 days.
No, really?
I had more. Luckily, I had more with me.
Did you have to bring your own ammo, or did they supply it? Was that part of the deal?
Own ammo. I took 80 pounds worth of ammo down with me.
Badass, man.
How much did you bring home?
I probably brought. Oh shit, I don't know. I shot about 4,000, so I probably brought half an ammo can back, maybe a little less, a third.
Wow.
So you took 4,000 rounds and you brought back 200?
No, I took 2 ammo cans and I probably shot 4,000.
Oh, I got you.
I went down to Mississippi, Biloxi, Mississippi.
Biloxi.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Ghost.
Yo.
I did what you said. I
said.
I murdered that bag of flour.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah. You see, I noticed something today.
How many tries?
we're going to get into this right now.
Well, he only charged it with the bayonet once. The problem that he had is he had several exploding targets, and they probably put together about 500 rounds downrange and hit 4 times.
Yeah,
Just
exactly.
saying.
Well, I mean, it is hit or miss. If Smeggy would have been there, it would have been more hit.
I don't know.
I was sitting there and watching that video, and I was thinking, okay, the one dude's trained SWAT teams, and then there's Night Strike, who's got several guns, and neither one of them could hit the broadside of the barn.
It wasn't actually our fault. There was a factor that we were hitting it, but it wasn't exploding.
Oh yeah, that's an excuse.
Sure.
That's an excuse. Like I said, we need a range day, you and I, Night Strike. And I'm going to try to help you actually hit something.
I mean, if you give him a bag of potato chips, he might be able to hit that.
He does good with the bayonet. I was impressed.
No, I said a bag of potato chips.
No. I know, but
I mean, like
I'm
me,
saying,
yeah.
he can stab the potato chips with the bayonet. I wouldn't suggest him try to.
Foose is an expert on potato chips.
Absolutely.
And beer.
Well, more potato chips.
Well, when it comes to potato chips, there's only one good kind. That's Pringles. But, that's just my opinion.
No.
Yes.
We'll just, since it's your show, we'll just let you believe that.
Oh, okay. What is your favorite potato chip, Foose?
The kettle jalapeno stuff.
Those ain't bad.
Those are amazing.
And Ghost, I'm sure you have an opinion here.
We're talking like potato chips, not like Doritos and stuff, right? Just potato chips?
Yeah, Doritos are not potato chips.
I'm going to go with the Lay's salt and vinegar.
Okay, well, that's just...
You'd be wrong, but...
Yeah, you would definitely be wrong there.
You're not going to like my answer.
I've been wrong my whole life, so what else is new?
And we still like you.
Well, it's a relative term, I'm assuming.
Definitely after today.
So that model, CZ Model 52 that I was holding up, it's still $219 out there.
Is it really?
Yeah.
And Night Strike.
I heard you picked up something last week.
Me?
My favorite potato chip.
Yep, go ahead. What is your favorite potato chip, Night Strike?
I really like sour cream and onion.
That's a good choice. I like sour cream and onion.
But here's the thing. I eat everything else too. I do not discriminate between potato chips. So, just saying.
This is my Black Friday.
I heard about your Black Friday.
And now we see it.
Tokarev 9mm. Model, CZ Model 50. They're actually both made if the grips are correct. And, well, there's a CZ sign, so they're both made in the CZ plant. I am happy about that. Yeah.
So what's the next purchase going to be?
Actually, I am looking into about 20,000 projectiles.
He's got to reload.
So, yeah, this class I went to showed me many deficiencies, and I'm trying to get some buddies of mine together to get a 50K order at least, so we get a 15% discount. If not, I'll order what I need and get a 10% discount.
See, if we could all be like Ghost and have sponsors for ammunition, that would just be awesome.
There's good and bad to that. The good is I don't pay for it. The bad is it's not like it's an unlimited supply where I can just call and say, "Hey, I need 20,000 rounds."
Even if I had an ammo sponsor like Ghost, I would shoot. I would still buy and make my own.
Yeah, I don't shoot my stuff just at the range practicing. I will shoot to calibrate stuff and all that right before a match. I'll probably go a couple hundred before a match with that ammo to practice. But when I'm just going to the range shooting, I am not using my match ammo.
No, I wouldn't either. That would. I'd save that for the matches.
And I've actually thought about getting into reloading. I already have like 12 different things in my life that's going on, and I don't know if I want to add a 13th. But from what I understand from everybody, is reloading is extremely relaxing. I also understand that it's extremely addicting. So I don't know.
I could just see Ghost sitting there for hours on top of hours loading 9mm. And I've killed my own chat with that.
Like.
Oh, I was on muted. I'm sorry.
Like, once I get I have 2 50 cal ammo cans over here stacked full. I have some more bullets. I probably another 2,000, maybe 1,000, 2,000, 1,500 bullets, something like that upstairs that I could reload. But then I'm out. So once I get this order, I'm thinking 20,000.
Like when you get going and you get in the press and everything, like how many can you pump out in an hour or so?
I have done an hour and 20 minutes for 1,000 rounds before, but that is the press running.
1,000?
Yeah, but that's the press running smoothly.
Right.
Usually it's about an hour and a half.
Well, let's take a second and see who's over on the YouTube side. We have Midnight Grim. 2 Live Moo is out there.
2 Live Moo!
Phoenix is out there. Jared, how you doing, Jared?
Are the Tokarevs still in stock? Let's see if the Tokarevs are still in stock.
And you know what's weird? It ain't even been 10 minutes on the show, and we had already started talking about food.
Yeah. It's Midnight Range's fault. I tell you, man.
And I'm telling you, the man is like a Jedi chef or some shit. He's mind controlling people. You will talk about food. And on the Gun Channel side, we have G Webs, Gavin,
talk about food, you really? Yes.
Patrick, Cycle Camp, and who else is down there hiding? John Z. John Z, I sent you an invite. Of course, I know you're in New York, and apparently Foose is counting or attempting to count.
I want to see how many. So I need at least 6 cases.
That is a lot of ammunition.
That'll be 21,000 rounds. I have all. The reason is I own right now not in my possession, but I own 20,000 primers. I have 10 upstairs, or maybe a little less, and then a buddy of mine has 10,000 of mine.
Now, when you have to order, let's say you're ordering 20,000 projectiles. I mean, that's 20,000, and do you have to order 20,000 in one caliber?
No. So,
or can you break that? As long as you're ordering 20,000, it doesn't matter.
Well, I'm starting to shoot the blue bullets exclusively.
I love the blue bullets.
They have from 10 to 50,000. They do a 10% discount. So
regardless of caliber, as long as you're ordering the quantity, it doesn't matter how you break it up.
Yes. So I have a TAC Sport and 40 upstairs, and I have some 180 and 200 grain projectiles. I'm going to get some test loads out and get them up to where they are running major power factor, and then I'm going to load them both and run them and see which one I like, and then I'm going to order a case of that as well.
I got you.
So I may be able to order 5 cases.
I actually shot some of the blue bullets down when I was in a match in Texas, and they're freaking great. I love them.
Yeah, they're good.
Okay, guys. I want to touch on something before we go any further. This whole unban James Yeager
Yeah.
You know, here's the thing about that. A lot of people don't like some of the content this guy puts out.
I'm one of them.
Including me.
I'll admit, I used to be a subscriber. I unsubscribed to him.
I still subscribe to
Same
him.
here.
I'm still gonna subscribe to him. I just don't
And
watch it a whole lot.
the point I'm trying to make here is this: he has a right to put out whatever type of content he feels he wants to put out on that channel. I think that YouTube banning him, whether it was some analog in the system that got him or somebody saying, "Oh, we don't like what he's putting out," either way, it needs to be fixed. Banning him and his channel is just the wrong thing to do. You know,
Yeah.
especially
It depends on who you are. I mean, we can sit there and always say we can sit there and howl at the moon about unban, censorship, and all that, and I'm one of them. Really, truly comes down to it. YouTube doesn't have to do shit.
no, they don't.
Yeah, they don't. They're a company. They could do what they want with their own software. But is the internet, and I mean, you look at YouTube, and could it be considered a public utility?
That's an interesting question.
Yes or no?
It is. The internet is a public utility.
Yes, the internet. You can't.
It is not privately owned by anybody.
Yes. So he's not banned from the internet. He's banned from
That's
a
correct.
site on the
That's
internet.
correct.
I agree. They have the right to do it.
I don't think it's right. No,
I agree. They have the right to do it. YouTube has the right to yank anyone off the air because it's their application. Should they do it?
No.
Since they are saying we are a medium to where anybody could do anything. So yeah, go ahead and it should be absolutely. They should not ban him. Do I want him banned? No. Do I like what he says? No.
Well, see, that's the point I was trying
I don't
to make.
even know what the hell he said.
No one knows as to this point what the last strike was for, so we don't even know what video it was on.
Okay.
So,
Well, I'll tell you what I'm planning on doing.
what are you planning on doing?
I'm going to send him out a message. I'm going to send a message to him, find a way to get in contact with him, and see if he'll come on to my show Tuesday, and find out what's going on, what happened.
Go for it.
I mean, that's at this point, that's all I know to do. I mean, because ain't nobody on YouTube going to be listening to me anyway, because I'm not that important. But
well, what you also have to understand is more than anything else, when it comes to Jaeger, and it doesn't matter if it's gun channels or anything. The gun community in the last several months have been talking about alternatives and what's the next place to go to. And we have tried VidMe. Some of us are on Viral Herb. We've gone to Steam It. We've gone to Weapons Feed. We've gone to this, that, and the other, all the way down the line.
And none of them are going to stick because
what's the problem? Is none of them can replace YouTube. You combine them all, and they can't replace YouTube.
Yeah,
that's reality.
They're too narrow. They're too. Yeah. I mean, you get a few people moving. It's like, okay, so you think about MySpace versus Facebook. MySpace was out there; it was medium and everything, and then Facebook surpassed it by leaps and bounds. That's why people went to Facebook. The only way YouTube is going to be surpassed is if you surpass them by leaps and bounds. But unlike MySpace really wasn't progressing. YouTube is progressing at a pretty good rate. I don't see the only
way that YouTube's going to get surpassed is if something bad happens and they close their doors, and that ain't happening.
Let me get a little technical here, okay? With YouTube, the reason why YouTube was basically is able to keep on going is because they have the backing of a billion-dollar corporation called Google.
Yeah.
So they're able to buy as much hardware that they need, as much storage space as they need. Remember, all of your videos, all the videos you make, sometimes you make 200 megabyte videos, sometimes you make gigabyte videos, depending on what scale, like whether you're at 4K, whether you're at 1080p, whether you're 720p. Okay, your file size, you're uploading all those files to YouTube. Now, YouTube literally has unlimited space because they're backed by a billion-dollar corporation, whereas VidMe did not have it, and VidMe actually had limits until you got a certain number of subscribers. Unfortunately, those limits weren't enough. For VidMe, those limits were not enough where they said you can only upload so many videos, so many days. They should have had something in place to prevent people from uploading their entire YouTube archives to VidMe that would cause them to close down. But they didn't. They didn't look that far back.
They closed.
Yeah, VidMe is shutting down officially on December 15th.
15th. Yeah, but I mean, you can't upload anything else. You can't do anything with it.
The only way you're still able to post videos is if you had uploaded them and scheduled them to release on certain days. But the issue is, even with what I'm working on with GunTube, I'm still also limited by how much hard drive space. Right now, I'm looking at probably getting like a 4 terabyte hard drive just to start the site off, just to see whether it's viable or not. And that's what's really going to get you as far as if you're going to try and either compete or if you're trying to start a similar service like YouTube. What's going to restrict you and keep you small is the factor that you don't have the funding or the money to have as much hard drive space to host all these video files that YouTube is able to. That's the only difference. Remember, YouTube's been doing this since 2006. So they've got at least, 11 years on me. And plus, they also have petabytes of storage, whereas I only have like gigabytes and terabytes. So it's not all easy. And yeah, I know some people don't like to hear the technical side, but hey, guess what? You have to sometimes. You have to know the limits of hardware, of what you're doing on the internet. If you don't think that you don't need a computer to get on the internet, you just need a cell phone, then you're wrong because your cell phone is literally a mini supercomputer.
Are you going to breathe now?
I'm good.
Okay, just making sure.
You need hardware. You need to understand this technology. Otherwise, you're going to be left in the dust. People are going to be calling you grandpa.
Hey, watch that. I'm old enough to be a grandpa.
You're not that old yet.
Yeah.
You're not Tony.
I just sent him an invite. I hope you heard that.
I hope he did too. But you get my point. All of your videos add up, and that's what probably killed VidMe because they didn't plan ahead. They didn't figure out how to start making money. Whether they charge the users, or whether they would go directly to advertisers. They didn't do any of that. Not that we saw. They might have done that in the background, but they didn't tell anybody about that.
They don't have to.
No, they don't. They don't. Now more so than ever.
Yeah.
But because of all this, unless you can at least make a small niche, like I hate to use them example because they're closed. They don't let people in. Full 30 does it because they only allow a certain number of people and they only allow a certain number of videos. And you've got that there. That's video on demand. That's not like YouTube.
Yeah, but you're talking about a platform that literally nobody outside of the gun community has ever heard of Full 30.
Right.
So I mean, you're talking about YouTube, who, on the flip side, the gun community on YouTube is a very, 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 very tiny spot on the map of YouTube. So,
right.
I mean, you're talking about having to,
it would be easier to make a GunTube website where it's just all, gun content, as opposed to trying to be like Vidme, where we allow all content. And granted, I'm not opposed to having other content other than guns on GunTube. It's just people need to understand that I'm not trying to run another YouTube. That is no way possible. I don't have the funding for that. No one has the funding for that, unless you're Bill Gates.
Yeah, I'm surprised Microsoft hasn't come out with something, or Apple hasn't come out with some kind of platform like that.
The problem is because it's not sustainable. Okay, right now, even though YouTube is running, remember, you're getting free storage space online for all your videos that you upload. Yes, your video is on the largest search engine in the world, Google and YouTube. Okay, but the point is, all of those videos that you upload take up hard drive space. So you're literally getting.
I'm aware of that.
Like, you're literally getting, depending on how old your YouTube channels are, you literally have 10 or 20 terabytes of hard drive space on the internet because of YouTube. So you don't have to download all those videos to your hard drive to put somewhere else. Anyways,
I'm aware of that, yeah.
Let's get out of this. Let's go into a different topic.
That is perfectly fine.
I mean, I don't want to bore people, but people need to understand that this stuff is important. They need to watch these things. If they're going to do the same thing we do on YouTube, or if they're going to do something similar or different still on YouTube, they need to understand that, hey, everything adds up.
Yeah. How did we get off of James Yeager and onto this?
We started talking about Vidme.
Well. Hopefully, Night Strike, your GunTube will take off, and hopefully it will give us a place to go. But,
I'm not holding my breath.
Oh,
that's the spirit.
Exactly. I mean, come on now. We've seen what you've done so far with it, and what you've got already is great.
The problem I'm running into is funding and hard drive space, because I swear to God, if Travis P11 signs up on GunTube and starts uploading videos, if he uploads his entire YouTube archive, I'm going to go over to Lexington, Nebraska, and I'm going to get the biggest stick I can find and smack him with it.
Dude, is he going to have that on video and upload it to your
I'd watch
GunTube?
that.
I would watch that.
Because that's not what GunTube is for. It's not to upload your entire YouTube archive as a backup. That's why you have hard drives at home, kids.
Says the guy who's the youngest kid in the room.
Yeah.
Thank you for killing everyone, Ghost.
Hey, wait a minute. He is a little wet behind the ears, ain't he?
What's wrong with being the youngest person in this room? That's not a bad deal.
No. And
it says that I'm hanging out with old fogies.
I think we had a tar and feathering for that one.
Well, yeah, do it. Just do it. Yeah.
Old.
Boost, I took the AK out today. It works great.
Yeah, that's fun.
Doesn't hit shit, but it works fine.
No, you can't blame the gun. You cannot blame
think that's
the gun.
operator.
It may be operator error. I'll admit to it.
How many times did you shoot at that sucker before you finally hit it?
Here's the funny thing.
500 rounds downrange.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
I didn't hit it. What I hit was I hit the right underneath the target and completely tore the branch off. So, yeah.
Where's the extractor on
Now,
this?
remember, I mentioned this on the live stream that I am an awful shot. I never said
this.
We noticed.
But before we started shooting, I mentioned this, saying that I suck.
In other words, ladies and gentlemen, if you're ever in a gunfight and Night Strike is with you, the best place to be is right in front of the barrel.
No. If you happen to be in a gunfight, be in a gunfight with Night Strike. And you will win.
Wow, thanks, guys.
Oh, you're welcome.
Thanks.
Lord.
What the hell is that?
What we need to do is we need to send Night Strike to Arkansas to have him train with Ghost for a while.
I'm on with it.
What? Why? We don't want Ghost
I'll
to
get
get
Foose
worse.
to come. I'll get Foose to come down and we'll train him up.
Boy. I can't wait.
I want to see videos of that, by the way.
There will probably be a couple of
It probably will be, yeah.
them.
Like, I could just see Ghost laughing his butt off at you. No, Night Strike, the target's to your left. No, your other left.
I'm like, shut up.
Don't turn around and shoot.
Eventually, I'd probably say, shut up, Ghost. Take the training wheels off so I can shoot the damn target.
And I'll sit there and say, can you shoot the damn target? If not, then we're keeping the training wheels on.
That's how that conversation would go.
First thing to do is give him 3 mags full of blanks.
I was about to say that.
Right.
I saw that one coming.
Give me 3 rounds of blanks. And, what the hell are you doing, buddy? It's right there. It's 5 feet away.
Well, knowing Night Strike, he'd still miss even with real bullets.
But at the beginning of the live stream today, it was hilarious because Garage Guns was ready to shoot everything. He had his gun. He pulled the trigger, and nothing happened. You know why? Because he forgot the chamber around. Oh, it was great.
And he's in the Air Force, right?
He's in the Air Force, yeah.
Well, you mean Chair Force?
No, well, actually, remember he's one of the actual ground combat soldiers that the Air Force has.
And he forgot to
So
load
he's
his
still in
gun.
the Chair Force?
Yeah, he's still in the Air Force, right? Because I saw him shoot today, too, and that's not saying a whole lot.
Well,
Just messing with him.
actually, he did much better than I did.
Well, hell, that's not saying. I mean, you're not setting the bar very high.
Give me this at least.
With you.
At least I'm honest.
Okay, let me ask you.
I'm
You
giving
don't
you hell,
find a lot
man.
of honest people on YouTube. Okay,
I'm just
there
giving you
are a
hell.
lot. There are a lot, but not everybody's honest.
Let me ask you a question, Night Strike. Do you shoot with both eyes open, or do you close one? Or
I'm not gonna. I decline to answer.
that means he shoots with one eye closed.
No, that means he shoots with both eyes closed.
Okay.
The problem I have is I have astigmatism and I can't see with one eye closed.
Here we go. Here we go.
So.
But you can't see with both eyes open?
I can't see through the sights. No. I've got bad.
Okay.
I admit that I have bad eyesight. That's why I wear glasses. All right.
Okay.
Okay. Have you thought about an optic? A red dot?
Yeah. Next time I'm going to put the optic I got from.
Oh,
Travis
you didn't hear his
there.
comment? He said, I own several of them, but they cost too much. I don't want to put them on any of my rifles. So why the hell did you buy them if you did ever plan on putting them on a rifle?
I don't like to talk about it.
Okay.
I'm confused.
I've got a couple. I just don't use them.
I would seriously consider putting them on rifles and using them.
I'm going to. So
if I was him, I'd put them on rifles, pistols, BB guns,
Slingshots.
Car.
rubber band guns.
I will say this. I would hate to be the motherfucker in front of Night Strike if he's got a bayonet and he's charging you. Because you a dead man.
I wouldn't.
All you have to do is turn
I'd feel
around and
safe as
walk.
hell. Yeah, I'd feel safe as hell. Yeah.
He might waddle to you after a mile or two, but
He
It's
tore
all
that
right.
Phoenix is 6'7". Holy hell.
6. No way.
What?
I call bullshit.
Clover's
Six.
Clover's are probably about 5'6", 5'7", somewhere in there. He's an inch or two
Clover?
shorter than me.
Phoenix, you should have been a professional
What do
wrestler.
you think,
bro.
Foose? He's kind of infantry shorter than me.
Yeah, I'd say about 5'6". Yeah, because
Yeah.
I'm about 5'10". He's several inches short.
I'm a couple inches shorter than you, and he's a couple inches shorter than me.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's about right.
Yeah, I'm 5'10", 5'11".
I'd kill to be 5'10".
Yeah, I should be taller than that, but growth plates in my knees were worn out in 8th grade.
My dad's 6'1". My grandpa was 6'4". My mom's mom was 5'10", roughly. I always wonder what happened, and I'm still thinking it was the milkman. Just thinking, milkman.
Grizzled Gary, he said he has a friend at work who's 6'7". I have a cousin that's 7'2".
Holy cow!
Yeah.
What's your problem?
Like, it's funny. Like, we went and I took him to a wedding where I was over in Illinois, and the not with him. Shut up. But the clearance of the garage was 6'6", and I'm like, dude, you're gonna have to bend over for the. Oh shit.
Really? This conversation took a sharp turn.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
This is a family program.
Foose likes bending over.
Is it Foose that likes bending over, or does he like other guys bending over?
I'm not sure. We might have to do a study on that.
Oh.
I may end up just giving a reach around, and I'm not. At least I have common courtesy.
Well, at least you're courteous enough to do that. That's all I'll say. Not everyone's polite enough to do that.
Yeah. Do you actually take them out to dinner before or after?
Oh, you don't need to do that,
dude. I need dessert.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah, I should have named this one Down the Rabbit Hole Part 2. Anyway, the Outlaw Gang. That's what I named this particular show, and the reason I named this particular show the Outlaw Gang is I'm working on this Patreon thing so I can raise a little bit of money, maybe to get out there to the gun show in April. It is, Ghost.
Yep.
April, yep.
Yeah. So I have decided that I am going to name my patrons the Outlaw Gang. And I think it's fitting. And as you can see, I'm in a room full of outlaws right now, except, of course, for Night Strike, because, well, he's just not capable of being an outlaw.
No, he's a McCoy.
No,
you dirty bastard! You take that back.
I can't say that because I'm related to the McCoys too. So, in fact, I sent a McCoy invite to this chat, and he's still not shown up.
Well, yeah, because it'd be
they're not dependable. They're just not dependable.
So you're calling yourself not dependable?
No. Anybody that carries the last name McCoy is not dependable. So, and I can say this because, well, I'm a Hatfield.
You're both, actually.
At least half Hatfield. But, but yeah, that's the whole idea. So I'm going to try to order some patches up and some stickers or something. And
patches. I have some awesome patches that you're going to love. Ghost.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. I need to grab them out of my work bag. There's 3 of them. All right. The first one.
Nice. I love it. Shut up and tape. And if you don't shoot competitively, it's not as funny, but that's pretty freaking hilarious.
Second one.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
The third one and the best.
Check out the splits. Oh, my God. It's awesome. Where'd you get those at?
Oh, shoot. I'll have to look back. Shit, where did I get those? I found them. They were linked on USPSA's
okay.
Facebook.
I got you.
I got two of
Those
these.
are good. I like
Mike,
them.
no shoot, Mike. But check out the splits. I got two of them. I'm wanting to trying to figure out who to give the other one to. Someone that shoots. But yeah, they're going to be hanging in my cubicle come Monday.
Those are great. I love them. They're good. I like that.
So, Ghost, I caught part
Go.
of your thing earlier, your video about the reciprocity bill that just passed yesterday.
Yeah.
What's your take on all of that?
Which one?
Well, I know that they had combined this bill, and then they separated the bill yesterday, and then now something else is going on with this bill. Exactly what is going on with this bill?
Well, they didn't separate them. They did combine HR 38 and 4477. So now when you hear HR 38, that is no longer national reciprocity.
Wait,
HR
what?
38. Oh yeah.
I thought
they combined. Huh?
I thought they didn't combine them.
Oh yeah, they did. Hold on here. I'm ready to explain it. So when you hear HR 38 now, HR 38 is now the combined bill of national reciprocity and fixed NICS. Okay. At the 11th hour, they reintroduced a new bill called HR 645, which was national reciprocity on its own. Both passed the House. Both are going to the Senate. Now, what's probably going to happen in my eyes, and we're still a long way. We're 6 months to a year from knowing what's going to happen. But in my opinion, what's going to happen is the Senate will probably vote no on HR 30 on the Senate side of HR 645, which is just national reciprocity. And I think that HR 38, which is the combined bill, whatever the Senate designation is, will pass. That's my opinion.
All of you guys need to go out to Matt's Never Enough's Facebook and tell him to buy the CZ Model 50.
Yeah.
I posted, I tagged him in a picture of mine, and he's like, damn it, now I want a model of he wants a CZ because he's like, you got to love peer pressure. And then he posted his. So go out to his and say what? No Model CZ 50 or something like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, you need to go out there and goat him into it. I think it'd be funny. Because I mean that's what gun channels do. We guilt each other into spending money we shouldn't.
Oh, that's kind of our job, isn't it?
Of course, we're gun guys.
We're all gun enablers.
Yeah.
Phoenix just posted something out on the YouTube side. There was a police shootout. They fired like 50 rounds into a car and didn't even hit the chick in it. When was this, Phoenix? I'm beginning to wonder. Or then maybe he trained them. When was this, Phoenix? Where was this? I hadn't heard about that.
Ellis?
Yes, sir.
I've got to go tend to my wife. She has a flu. I will be back later. If I don't, before the show goes over, good job. Thank you for having me, and I will see y'all later.
Hey, Ghost, it's great to have you here, buddy. You come back anytime.
All right. See you, Nice Strike. See you, Foose. See you guys.
Later.
And we hope she gets better. See, now that's a good guy right there. Takes care of his wife. You know, foregoes his shows to take her out to dinner on her birthday. I think she probably threatened his life about that one.
Oh, no doubt.
If you go on that show tonight, I'm going to cut your throat in your sleep. But, you know, that's the good thing about not being married. It's on The Truth About Guns. It was 2 days ago. You know, how does police officers fire 50 rounds into a car and not hit anybody inside it?
I don't know.
Neither do I. That's just got me dumbfounded. Pants says they must have been shooting 9mm. Either that or she was actually in a tank. But man, what else is going on in the news? Night Strike, have you heard anything?
I haven't looked. The news is so depressing these days. I've almost stopped looking at everything.
See, I get in this mood once in a blue moon, and I will do some serious news watching.
Wait, where the hell did Ghost go?
He had to go take care of his wife. Apparently, she's got the flu.
Jeez.
See, this is the problem of being a married man.
I wouldn't know.
Neither do I.
Yeah. Well,
Proudly say
I've been there twice.
Were any of them McCoys?
No.
Are you sure?
Oh, I'm positive.
So they've just been Hatfields. Gotcha.
You're a funny girl.
Hey, I
anyway. Oh, wait a minute. You don't have a blue dress, do you?
No.
Oh, okay.
He wants one.
I know somebody's got one you can borrow.
No, you don't.
Yeah, he doesn't want to give it up.
See, we need to stop picking on poor Night Strike. He's had enough today, I think.
Why?
I don't know. Apparently, this woman was in a Ford Focus, and they shot 50 rounds into her car.
How could you fit 50 rounds in a Ford Focus?
I don't know, dude. I'm wondering how cops can shoot 50 rounds into any car and miss whoever's inside it. Those were the cops Bonnie and Clyde had shooting at them. They might have come out okay. What was that?
No, on Bonnie and Clyde, they were using 30-06 and Tommy guns on them.
Yeah, I know.
No,
they were using Browning automatic rifles on them.
Well, I'm reading something that the wreckage of the USS Ward has been found off the coast of the Philippines. It's they're credited with sinking a Japanese submarine shortly before the attack on Pearl Harbor. So they found the ship that fired the first shots for America in World War II.
Now, did you say before Pearl Harbor or after?
Shortly before the attack on Pearl Harbor. You know, the miniature subs? The Ward was credited with downing one of them.
Huh.
So.
December 7th, 1941, wasn't it?
Yep. Day that will live in infamy.
Yeah, well. Hey, yeah, I just realized today is actually December 7th.
Yep.
So,
yep. December 7th, 2017.
Huh?
This is
day that will live in infamy.
Yeah, the day
Night Strike can't hit a barn.
Boots has trouble with it sometimes too.
Foos, you can't shoot.
I
Oh, let me rephrase it. You can shoot, you just can't hit anything.
No, I could hit shit. I could hit shit with a pistol better than he could hit with a rifle that I built.
Well, the next time you decide to build a rifle and sell it to somebody, talk to me first, because I can actually hit something with it.
All right.
Yeah. Maybe. See what would happen now is I would go out and shoot after talking all this shit to Night Strike, and I wouldn't be able to hit shit.
I'm counting on it.
Yeah, I know you are. You might.
Well, it does run in the genes.
Yeah, it does.
Hey, I'm a Hatfield, damn it. We can shoot. We won the feud. We won the few, you know.
Are you sure?
Oh, I'm positive.
There's
That's
still
what
a
they tell
prisoner.
people.
We won. It's in the history books. Go read it. And if it's not, damn it, I'll put it there myself. We won. 2 words. We won because I said so, damn it. That's all that matters. Phoenix, Outlaw Hatfield. Long story short, Not Strike is qualified to be a Upper Hill County police officer. There you go. You could be a cop, Not Strike.
Well, thanks, guys. That really means a lot.
No, he doesn't miss enough. I mean,
Boosh, shut up.
No, I mean, you don't miss enough. That's saying you're better than cops.
See, he gave you a compliment and you're telling him to shut up.
Yeah, but I said it wrong. I was trying to...
He was trying to say it right.
Right, and I said it wrong. So...
He wasn't trying to give me a compliment. He was trying to put me down even further.
No, I think what he's trying to do is give you a backhanded compliment.
No, I think he was trying to give me a forehand compliment right in my face.
Yeah, and I missed. And then I gave him a backhand compliment.
Yeah, well.
As my arm swung the other way.
Like Tuesdays nights at 9, it's all hit or miss.
Stop. I can't pay anymore, so just stop.
That one was on the house. That one was on the house. I've decided I'm going to start charging you per time that I say it. So I'm going to give you a flat rate fee of $5 a month. So
I don't know if I can afford that.
Well, I'm going to send you about another $100 next week. So
yay!
Yeah, well, we can take it out and trade.
Now, do you want that carry handle on that rifle, or do you not want it?
Let me think.
I will be honest with you. That is a cheap NC star I got for like $10.
It don't matter. He's going to put an optic on it anyway. So he's already made that plan. He's wanting to put I think he said a Vortex.
Yeah.
Strikefire?
Yeah, I put like a Strikefire 2 on it.
So, anyway, update.
But if you don't want it with the carry handle, I'll take the carry handle off before I give it to you.
I paid out my rifle last week. I have been waiting to hear something from Grab a Gun, and I've heard absolutely nothing. So I called them today. And I asked them what's going on with the rifle. And they said, well, you haven't heard anything. And I said, no. Let me take a look, they say. So I'm sitting on the phone listening to their wonderful music. And then all of a sudden the guy comes back and he says, well, we haven't shipped it yet. And I'm sitting here waiting for him to say something else. And finally he says, but I'm going to go talk to our shipping managers, and we're going to have it out today. I said, okay. We get off the phone. 15 minutes later, I get this email from Grab a Gun stating that the rifle has finally been shipped. So I should have a new rifle in this house, hopefully, by Tuesday of next week. And then I'm going to make a trip to Night Strike's house and sight it in.
I may put that live stream too, just to see how well a shot Ellis is.
Well, see, Ellis is smart enough to be shooting from a bench, especially with a gun he's never fired before. Yeah,
I got a table. I don't have a bench.
Whatever, that'll work.
All right. Right now, what I'm using out back there, all I'm using are folding tables. They work.
I've got a rest. I've got guns. I've got ammunition. I just need somewhere to sight it in. And I have nominated you. Congratulations.
Oh, hey. Well, you're always welcome. You know that.
Is the beer and food free?
Only when you're invited.
It's a good thing he just said I'm always welcome. Thank you. So it's free food and beer at Night Strikes. Anybody else want to show up? Foose?
It's only for family.
Well, they're family. Everybody who is listening to my voice right now is a part of my family. You know, over our gun channels, we have G-Webs and Gary and Clay and Ohio 45 and Raphael and Cycle Camp, Dan, Bob, Dead Horse. These are all family members. And over on YouTube, we still have Phoenix and Grim and Philo, Jared.
All right, but let's make this clear. No one, and I mean no one, is claiming Yankee.
If Yankee wants to show up, he could be the extended family member, the black sheep.
No, Yankee is not. Yankee, no. Absolutely not.
Yankee can be the black sheep.
I am drawing a line in the sand. I don't want him here.
And, you know, Matt can show up, you know, do a Clover, you know, do a lawn chair pop. I'm sure you got a lawn chair somewhere.
Yeah, I do have lawn chairs, so Clover can do a lawn chair pop.
You know. Party at Night Strikes next week, people.
No.
Is he bringing the beer?
Yeah, he's supplying the beer and the food.
Ammo?
Now you got to bring your own ammo.
Ah, shit.
Yeah, Crazy Scotsman was saying very far extended, like not attached, period. Yeah, exactly.
Wait a minute. Did we really want Crazy Scotsman at your house, though?
I don't know. Well, if he's in the United States, sure. Even though he says he's a Crazy Scotsman, I don't know. I mean, I gave him a link to Hit or Miss the other night, and you know he didn't show up.
Hey, wait a minute. I have a question. Crazy Scotsman, do you happen to own a Claymore? If you own a Claymore, you can damn sure come.
Whoa. Just because he owns one doesn't mean he can use it. So he has to own one and know how to use it in order to come.
He said he missed it, whatever that was.
He missed Hit or Miss last week. No, this week.
Tuesday nights at 9.
Yeah. Eastern.
Yeah. Eastern. Yes, always Eastern with Night Strike.
I'm on the East Coast.
He's prejudiced against the Westerns.
No. It's not Western specific.
Well, whatever. He has a samurai sword. Is that close enough? Yeah.
All right.
Is it handmade? Is it handmade? You're adopted, Midnight. We've adopted you. Somebody's got to cook all this food that Night Strike's supplying. We got to have you.
I'm not supplying food.
Did you not hear him say he was supplying the food, Foose? I could have sworn that's what he said.
And ammo.
No, he didn't say ammo. Now, come on. He said beer and food.
And ammo.
Beer and food.
And ammo. For our mouths.
Night Strike, you've got to provide ammo, buddy.
Absolutely not. Go somewhere else. Sorry, guys. Show's over.
What if it's just 9mm ammo?
Even then, no.
Come on.
I mean, I could shoot the shit out of it.
I mean, everybody owns at least one 9mm, except Tony.
I own a shit ton.
Well, see that. Wait a minute. You're making 20,000 rounds plus of ammunition. Why don't you bring some?
Because I need to make it first.
Well, start running that press, brother. Start running that press.
Nah.
If you start right now, by the time next Thursday rolls around, you could have 50,000 rounds, mate.
Well, I don't have 50,000 projectiles or primers. Do I have that much powder? Close to it.
Well, we can take it donations. We'll take it donations for you. And I guess that means I have to send Night Strike that other 100 next week so he can have some money to give to the donation.
Yeah.
So, okay, folks, we have run this one to the ground, I think, tonight. So we're going to call it quits. I appreciate everybody for listening. Please give me a thumbs up. I don't get enough of those. And Night Strike,
You've got mail.
you've got mail. Do you know how annoying that is?
Yeah, I know it's pretty annoying, but I have to say one more thing because this is hilarious.
What?
We're listening.
Hold on.
Could have been on calendar night, right? Dano
What?
said you were right. Could have been on calendar night, right? Dano said you were right.
There we go.
Yeah, see, every once in a while, Dano goes off the deep end. The last thing we ever need Night Strike to believe was he was right about anything. That is a big head that would never get through a door.
I was though. That's the thing.
Yeah. Well, Night Strike, you got anything to plug other than Hit or Miss Tuesday nights at 9?
Yeah, sure. Check out CloverTack. What is it? What's tonight? Is After Hours with CloverTack.
Yep. 11 o'clock.
11 o'clock Eastern.
Yep. I was not going to forget my buddy Clover.
Also check him out on was it? It's 10 Eastern on Fridays, right?
I gotta jump out of here, guys.
Okay, Foos, you take care, buddy.
Later, Foos.
And, well, as for me, I will be back Tuesday for another show. I am going to try to get a hold of Mr. James Yeager and have him jump on and get his side of the story on everything. So, no guarantees there.
And I'm going to go make a James Yeager video in a few minutes.
Night Strike is making a James Yeager video in how long?
In probably 5 minutes. I'll probably just
In 5 minutes.
Yeah.
That should be entertaining. You folks have a good night. Thanks for joining us. I will see you Tuesday.
Later, all.